welcome back. And I'm happy to say that Newtown and Chilwell are on the winning streak again after that thrashing at Colac. They've bounced back with a great win over Lara out at Bisanella Oval. And we're speaking with man of the match, former AFL star Kane Ackland, who was voted best on ground. The man of the match, the debutant, the first gamer. It's a bit harsh, but Kane Ackland, we all agree, fantastic performance. And who recruited this man to the Newtown and Chilwell Footy Club? Ian?
Well, we've got to take our hats off, and we've got to say Stewie Higgins was a catalyst to get this big fellow over. We flew him over. We had a chat to him. I'm sure he liked what he saw, and I only hope he now likes it even more.
Well, he's pass out.
We love having him here, and I'll tell you what, he was the difference today. Well done, Kane.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I'm absolutely buggered.
Really? We hadn't noticed. Kane, Jamie Thompson, first game, what did you think of the standard of GFL? You played only reserves last week, so you're pretty hard to tell, but what did you think of the standard? Because you had a couple of big boys up against your big Streety, who I don't know whether you would have played him in the AFL days or VFL days,
yeah,
but...
we played a few times, so I knew enough about him. So it's a tough, it's a tough competition. I know a couple of lads that play here. I know Jimmy Allen. I play with a few at North Adelaide.
Yep.
Ralph Clark at St Albans.
St Albans. Yep.
So yeah, and I'd heard it's a bloody good league. So and it was tough. So I haven't had a lot of preparation. That's last week was my first game in 18 months. So and I've trained about 3 or 4 times. So I'm stuffed.
Yeah. No, great performance. Did you sort of plan to play ruck, or was it just a case of because of Mick Stanley's out and Dave Simons, they couldn't really ease you into the game, could they? Play at full forward or something like that, but would have been nice to ease you into the game. But you had to go from the word go into that into the middle position.
Seems to always be the way they recruit you and say, "We'll play a bit, play down forward, and you'll pinch hit in the ruck," and then you always end up rucking.
Oh, you used that online sport.
I'm not guilty of that. I'm not guilty of that.
I think it was just circumstances, so it would have been nice to go down forward a bit more.
Well, you did go forward in the second half, but that was only due to less rotations in that second half.
And I was cooked.
Yeah.
Well, Kane, we also saw David Wojcinski out early and Nick Spalding also out early, so the rotations, you probably didn't have the opportunity to go off much in the last half because rotations were skinny, as they would say. And I think it was a great effort by yourself and Big Joe Sheehan to be combating against Peter Street all day, who's been the #1 ruckman in this competition for a long time.
Oh, yeah, I think Joe was very good, and he's got a good spring and he can get around the ground, which was nice to help me out. And the rotations didn't help, but it made it a good win. We fought it out, so hopefully the injuries aren't too bad, but I'm not too sure. Wage looks a bit sore, so we'll just have to wait and see.
Jacobs, what was Jacobs' point after the game? Do you make any reference to the day? Just a hard-fought win?
I think he was just pretty happy. We fought it out, and like you said, a couple of rotations down, and we probably early on this third quarter didn't really capitalise, so we were playing okay. We just weren't kicking straight. We missed some easy goals, which makes a bit of hard work, but then we started to kick straight and we got the ball in a bit quicker, and that was the difference.
Kane, we 18 goals 20 to 16 goals 11, so obviously Newtown very inaccurate early, and to have 38 shots at goal means you've got it in that forward 50 a lot of times. Perhaps we need to get a bit of goal kicking practice, mate.
I'm sure we'll have a few shots.
Well, you kicked a nice goal in the last quarter to really seal the day, we thought.
Yep.
And I couldn't believe that you saw the game out, to be honest, because I could see you rucking all day, and it was a tireless effort by you. And we're just so happy to have you wearing our coloured jumper instead of someone else's, and we hope you enjoy it as much as we're enjoying having you. So well done, fantastic effort, and it's great to get those 4 points against Lara.
And thanks to our broadcast team for joining in there, talking with Kane Ackland, who looks like he's going to have a good future with Newtown and Chilwell. Now we're going to the VFL, where Geelong are flying at the moment due to a number of young boys who are playing in the districts. One of them is Mitch Herbison, the former South Barwon star. I'm not sure that he'll continue to play for South Barwon because he's been on fire with the VFL team Geelong this year. We followed Mitch, of course, with South Barwon, playing great footy, and now he's stepped up to the VFL, and I'd say you're enjoying it, Mitch.
Yeah, having a great time in the VFL. Enjoyed the last 4 games, so it's been good experience.
And to be in a winning team, that makes it even better, doesn't it?
Yeah, it always makes it pretty enjoyable when you're having a win, so yeah, enjoying my time here.
Well, after Port Melbourne, which was absolutely a shellacking of last year's grand finalist, you went to Coburg on the weekend, a little bit tougher by the sound of things.
Yeah, it was a little bit tougher. We probably didn't play our best footy, and they certainly served it up to us. So, yeah, it's good to come away with a win in the end, but yeah, it's definitely a few things to work on.
Well, I guess in the VFL it's different every week, isn't it? Because you're not quite sure how many AFL listed players are going to be supporting you there.
Yeah, that's it. I think there's a fair few Richmond players running around, and they were pretty handy. So, take the win and move on, I think.
Well, this weekend, that's what we're looking forward to. The game here at Simmons Stadium, 11 o'clock on Saturday morning against North Ballarat. They've been a bit of a powerhouse, but they don't seem to be, the light of former years.
Yeah, I think they've been going reasonably well the last few weeks. So they started off with a few losses, but yeah, I think they've come good. So it'll be a good challenge for us.
Well, I do remember they play the Simmons Stadium reasonably well, I can recall from last year.
Yeah, I believe so. I haven't played them here, but yeah, from what I've heard, they normally play well.
And of course, your heart and soul is also back with Casey Tatungi issue, but has that affected the guys that are playing in the VFL as well as the guys that play down there at South Barwon?
Yeah, there's a few guys here that are pretty good mates with Casey, so it's a tough week last week, but yeah, guys are sticking together and yeah, hoping for the best.
Yeah, we understand that the Lawn Footy Club, I'm getting off the track a little bit here, but they came up to support South Barwon on the weekend, and they're going to return the favour, I understand, down at Lawn possibly this weekend.
Yeah, I think they had a few busloads come down to South Barwon, which was really good, just to show their support for Casey. And yeah, South Barwon are going to return the favour. They've got a bye this week, so head down to Apollo Bay, I think, and support them and support Casey.
It's a great thing, isn't it, to see that, getting behind a player like that.
Yeah, that's definitely right. Yeah, he's pretty well respected and from both clubs and both Geelong and Lawn, and yeah, it's good to support him that way.
Well, with the VFL, obviously you're enjoying your time here. Do you feel that you've been able to pick up a little bit of pace and just a few hints as you step up to this level?
Yeah, definitely. Training with and playing with some great players, it makes you sort of step up to that level, and it's a great way to improve, I think.
Well, we hope you continue to get a game with the Geelong VFL side, but it's also very possible that we may see you in the finals of the GFL as well, supporting your home team.
Yeah, well, South Barwon are going pretty well at the moment, so yeah, hopefully one way or another playing in September.
Well, thanks very much for that, Mitch, and we're so sad to hear that news about Casey Tatungi, but we do wish him all the best for his recovery. And talking of injuries, Wojo, yes, David Wojcinski looks like he might have ended his career with an untimely injury in that match against Lara last weekend.